So when I had told people that I was having weight loss surgery, a lot of people had asked me, what I went through and everything, and I don't know, I just figured it was gonna be easier to just sit down and film this video and post it, so when people ask, I can be like, oh hey, I found a video about it, go watch. And that way, like, I won't forget anything or anything like that. So, just a fair warning that this is probably gonna be... Melissa just texted me. Sorry, put that on vibrate. Hey, she told me my face looks slimmer. What? Anyway, this is probably gonna be really long. I don't know how long, but I'm fair warning that it's gonna be long. I actually made a little cheat sheet. Well, not a cheat sheet, but things I wanted to talk about. Hello, where'd you go? Okay, basically I'm going to talk about 7 things. Research, my consultation appointment, nutritionals, my diet, my pre-op appointment, liquid diet, and pre-op testing. So, yeah. Okay, so first things first, we're going to jump into research. When I was a freshman in high school, I had read an article about a girl who was 18 who had had weight loss surgery, and she had lost like 200 pounds. And I mean, I've always been a big girl, especially when I hit puberty. That's really when I started gaining on my weight, and that was in 5th grade. So I mean, I remember when I was in 5th grade, I got upset at my sister Charlotte because she was telling people that I weighed 111 pounds. So I've always been a big girl. I'm not very tall. I'm not tall at all. I'm 5'1". So any weight that I have that's extra weight is like really bad because I'm so short. There's like really nowhere for it to go. When you're taller, your weight gets more distributed better. Whereas me, I'm just really short and wide. Anyway, so I mean, I've always been overweight. But when I read that article, I was like, I'm going to have weight loss surgery one day. Well, that was 2002, 2003. Here it is, 2012, and I am finally having weight loss surgery. And I'm so excited. I did a ton of research before I even called a doctor. I went on obesityhelp.com, and any links or anything I talk about, I'll put down below just in case you're someone who's considering having surgery and want to check it out. And I'll try to stop touching my hair. Anyway, I went on obesityhelp.com, and that's where a lot of my research has come from. Not just there, but other sites. I mean, if you just Google weight loss surgery forums and stuff like that, you will get so much information. Now, I'm going to tell you some of it is like, what the hell are they talking about? But, pardon me, a lot of it is really good advice. And that's, like I said, where I got a lot of my stuff. Obesityhelp.com, that's how I chose my surgeon. I knew I didn't want to do anybody local. I've just heard too many horror stories about local surgeons. Too many people have had complications. Too many people have passed away. So I knew I didn't want to do anybody local. I wanted to go to somebody in Houston. So I did my research. I read around. I read reviews. I looked to see, what they were certified in, their success rates, their mortality rates, all that. I mean, I did a ton of research on surgeons, and I went with Dr. Robert Davis from the Davis Clinic. I actually know three people. I know 3 people who have gone there. 2 have had the surgery and were very successful. 1 is still a pre-op patient like me. But I decided that's where I wanted to go. It was a 2.5-hour drive from my house, which is a pain in the butt, especially since I don't have a car. But Nana and Papa have been awesome with helping me you know, they drive me to all my appointments and everything like that. So, I mean, my whole family has been supportive, don't get me wrong, but Nana and Papa have gone like above and beyond to help me. So I'm like forever grateful to them for that. But yeah, 2.5 hour drive. I knew it was gonna be a hassle going back and forth like that, but it was something that I was willing to do. I wasn't gonna sacrifice my life and my health going to a local surgeon just because I didn't want to drive 2.5 hours to Houston, you know? So when I called the Davis clinic, they asked me which doctor I wanted, and I had told them either Dr. Garth or either Dr. Garth or Dr. Robert. I had read up on both of them. I was very comfortable with either one of them. It's a father and son. Dr. Robert's the son. Dr. Robert is the father and Dr. Garth is his son. They were on the show Big Medicine on Discovery Health or TLC, which I didn't know until after I had my appointment. Well, I take that back. Once I had chose that I wanted them, I knew. Once I had chosen, then I found out shortly after, like reading reviews on the Davis website and stuff. Anyway, I was comfortable with either one of those, so I just told them, you know, either surgeon is fine. Well, they ended up setting me up an appointment with Dr. Robert, and I absolutely love my surgeon. He is an older man. He has the cutest little accent. I think he's from South Africa. But he's just the nicest guy. I mean, that whole staff is nice. I love them there. But I'm very comfortable with him. He kind of joked with me a little bit. Like, he was just nice. I felt very comfortable, not nervous at all. He had sat down and we had gone over all the procedures. He asked me what I thought I want, and I told him I wanted the gastric bypass. And he agreed that that was the best surgery for me. So that's what surgery I'm having, the Roux-en-Y bypass. There is a lap band, gastric sleeve, and gastric bypass. The lap band is basically where they go put a band around your stomach to make your stomach smaller so that you lose weight. The gastric sleeve, I'm sorry, my eye's watering and itching. I'll try to stop touching it. The gastric sleeve is where they go cut off half of your stomach and they make your stomach just a little tube. The gastric bypass is where they like make a smaller pouch and they reroute your intestines and everything. I looked into the gastric sleeve. I'm just not comfortable having the gastric sleeve because it hasn't been around as long as the bypass. They don't really know what the long-term effects of it are and success and stuff like that. So I really wasn't comfortable with the sleeve. The lap band wasn't going to work because I had so much weight to lose. So I kind of knew going in that I wanted the bypass surgery. And that is something that I strongly suggest, is know what surgery you want. And listen to your doctor, your surgeon. If he says, no, that's not good for you, you need another one, well, ask him why you need that one. Why can't you have the one you want? Because ultimately, you're going to want to do what you feel comfortable with. You don't want your surgeon to pressure you into something. And if you feel like they are pressuring you, I would go find another surgeon. And it may take 3 or 4 appointments until you find someone you're comfortable with. But you really, truly need to find a surgeon that you're comfortable with and you feel like understands you and answers all your questions. And I mean, you're putting your life in the hands of these people, you know? I mean, your life and your success and weight loss is in the hands of this doctor, basically. So that's my biggest thing, is find a surgeon you're comfortable with. Now, you may want the bypass and you only need the lap band, so he may be like, no, you don't need the bypass and this is why. But if he thinks you need a different surgery than what you want, make them explain why that surgery is not right for you. But anyway, after I decided that I wanted to do gastric bypass, we talked a little bit. He looked at my weight and my BMI and all that, and everything went really well for that appointment, and he's told me I was a candidate for surgery. So that was March 9th. It wasn't until April until I started my nutrition classes. Because of my insurance, they require me to take 3 months of nutrition classes. So I had to go once a month for 3 months. So I went April, May, and June. It wasn't bad. I learned a lot from it, actually. It just teaches you a lot of, what foods you need to eat, portion sizes, talking about exercise and how to set goals and keep goals, and, how to eat slower, how to train your body to eat like you're going to have to eat after surgery. And then we also talked about all the vitamins we're going to have to take, because when you have gastric bypass, you have to take vitamins every day for the rest of your life, because they shorten your intestines so much you don't absorb all those vitamins. And you're not eating a lot of food, therefore you're not getting the vitamins you need. Which I'm totally fine with taking vitamins. Like, that's how I feel about my depression. If I have to pop a little pill every day to feel happy, then so be it. If I have to take vitamins every day to be healthy and alive, so be it. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. When you have gallbladder surgery at, I was 22? Yeah, it was January of 2011, so I was 22. When you have gallbladder surgery at 22 and the doctor tells you that if you don't have weight loss surgery, you're going to be dead by the time you're 30, you pretty much do what you have to do. So for me to be alive and live past the age of 30 and be happy and healthy, I don't mind taking vitamins every day, And people are like, oh, well, it costs so much money. Okay, well, when you go out and you eat out every day, or, you're buying junk at the grocery store, all that money that you were spending eating out and on Cokes and snacks and everything, put that towards your vitamins, and you're really not spending that much money. So, anyway, I did those nutritionals, and it was once a month for 3 months. It was about an hour and a half class. It was no big deal. My first nutrition class, when you go, I signed in the sheet, and they called us back one by one because they weighed us and did our BMI and everything and put it on our charts for insurance purposes. The nutritionist had recommended that I do the Ketogenx diet. And, I was like, okay, well, I had to buy protein shakes and everything, and I didn't have the cash. So I started those the second month of my nutritionals. And I haven't saved on my computer, my weights and everything. I will put those down in the prescription box, what my weight was and when I lost weight and my BMI and everything. I have dates and everything, and I'll list that. But the Ketogenx diet, it was really good. I started it, and then 3 weeks later I went to my nutritional, and I lost 30 pounds in 3 weeks on this diet, which was freaking amazing. Now, when I went back the second time, I had barely lost any weight, but the fact that I had maintained weight and hadn't gained any was really good. But basically, I had a protein shake for breakfast. I mixed it with coconut milk, silk coconut milk. It's only 80 or 90 calories, no carbs, no sugars, all that. And I really, really liked that. And actually, Keaton, my nephew, drinks it. He loves it. So I drank those shakes. I had to stay under 1,200 calories a day. I had a protein shake for breakfast. I bought energy bars from them. And I had an energy bar, or they have little protein crisps. And I guess it's not an energy bar, it's a protein bar. So I had either protein bar or protein crisps for a morning snack. For dinner, I had a palm full of protein, which I ate fish or chicken or eggs, and 3 handfuls of vegetables. And then for an afternoon snack, I had some Fage 0% Greek yogurt with apples, and I would either add cinnamon and nutmeg into my yogurt because it's really tart like sour cream. So I would add cinnamon or nutmeg or not nutmeg, pumpkin pie spice. Or I use stevia in the raw, and I put a bit of that in there. And then an apple. And then for supper, I would have, again, a palmful of protein and 3 handfuls of vegetables. Basically, for your vegetables, you can substitute 1 handful of vegetable for a handful of fruit 1 time a day. So, like, for dinner or supper, if I didn't want 3 handfuls of vegetables, I could do 3 handfuls of vegetables for dinner, and then 2 handfuls of vegetables, a handful of fruit for supper. I could only have avocado, and corn for 1 serving a day. The others, I could have whatever. I couldn't have grapes, and I couldn't have bananas. There's a whole little sheet that tells you what you can and can't have. I'll try to find it and link it below. But it worked out well for me. It was hard at first. I am a person that loves bread. I mean, I could have bread for a meal. And it was really hard for me not to eat bread. It was hard for me not to drink Cokes. But I'd pretty much given up Cokes. I would have them every once in a while. But every Sunday when I went to church, we would have donuts. It was hard for me not to eat that donut in the morning. You know, not hard for me not to eat that kolache on Sunday mornings. But about a week into it, I was fine. I didn't crave bread anymore. I don't crave bread anymore. And that was back in April. So, I mean, you know, it just, you get used to eating healthy and your body adjusts to it and you lose those cravings. Like, right now, I'm on a liquid diet. It's Friday. Been on a liquid diet. Today's the 9th day I've been on a liquid diet, and I haven't had solid food since July 4th, and it's July 13th. And yeah, sometimes I crave it, but not how I thought I was gonna crave it. Like, I watched Food Network all day yesterday, and it didn't bother me any. But anyway, the Ketogenx diet worked for me. I also started walking every day. I started out walking a little under half a mile, and that was in the end of April, beginning of May, and now it's July, and I can walk 2 miles, which is really a big thing for me, because I used to walk a little bit, my back would start hurting, and, like, you can ask my friend Melissa. We went to the mall the other day, and normally, like, she would go want to walk around and look at stores, and I would be like, oh, no, I'm just going to sit here, I don't want to walk, and I was like, let's go to the store, let's go to the store, let's go here, let's go there. And I, like, outlasted her. My stamina outlasted her, which had never happened before. So, I mean, she weighs less than me and is in better shape than me, but that was, like, huge to me that we spent 4 hours in the mall walking around and I wasn't in pain. But, that was the Ketogenx diet, and I loved eating like that. Like, even now that I'm on the liquid diet, I still crave food from that diet. For lunch, dinner, and supper, a lot of times I would do like a chicken tender, and I would grill that. I had a little George Foreman type grill, and I would grill that. I would saute onions and mushrooms and do like a hand and a half of onions, a hand and a half of mushrooms. Or I would do onions, mushrooms, and spinach. I did a spinach salad, and I would cut up a chicken tender in there, and I would do spinach, handful of spinach, a handful of corn, and a handful of avocado. I would do a lean beef patty and mix avocado and Greek yogurt and do sauteed onions and mushrooms on top of that. I would do tilapia with sauteed onions and mushrooms, or an omelet with sauteed onions and mushrooms and spinach. But basically my staple was sauteed onions and mushrooms. I freaking fell in love with sauteed onions and mushrooms. So it's basically, you just find what you like and you stick with it. And it was hard for me, but I was like, you know, this is only going to get harder when I have surgery. I just need to suck it up and do it. It's what's best for me. Now, it's kind of like an addict and, you know, going to rehab. You have have to be ready and willing to do this or it's not going to work. And that's why I held off so long on doing it. But I was finally ready to do this, and obviously it's worked. So when it came to insurance, they took care of everything for me. All I did was I signed a medical release form or something to release my medical records, and I gave them my doctor's names and address and everything, and they got my medical records. My insurance required a 2-year medical history, which every insurance is different. I didn't have health insurance in 2010, so therefore I had to do weight history from 2009, weight history from 2011, and for 2010 I submitted pictures, and they accepted that. My hardest part and the only problem I've had with them is it was really hard for me to get in touch with my insurance coordinator lady, the person who handled everything. I would call, I would email, and it took forever. But she submitted my information on a Wednesday. A week later, Wednesday, she called to tell me I was approved. And then on a Thursday, the lady called, the surgery coordinator called to schedule my surgery date. So, I mean, within 8 days, they submitted my information. I was approved. I've heard it can take 2 to 4 weeks. Hey, Petey. Oh, look, there's a Dookie Duke back there. He doesn't like me. He's scared of me. I'm at my dad's dog sitting. So anyway, ADD much. It went quick for me. Not everybody is like that. Some people it takes 4 to 6 weeks. Some people it takes a little over a week like me. But I'm actually having surgery. Today's Friday. I'm having surgery Wednesday. So excited. I went to my pre-op appointment, I think. Let me see. Sorry, I'm getting text and it's like throwing me off. Okay, so my pre-op appointment, basically I met with Dr. Roberts, like assistant nurse, his nurse, it's his assistant. And she went over everything with me, telling me, you know, how long surgery was going to be, what to expect. I would only be in the hospital for 2 days. We went over what vitamins I would have to take, what I would need to do for my liquid diet, my clear liquid diet I had to go on, and I also got my meal replacement shakes and all of my a 90-day supply of vitamins. So, I went on my appointment, when did I go? It was July 3rd, I went to my pre-op appointment. So, I started my liquid diet July 4th, and basically I have to have 3 to 5 protein shakes a day. I can have sugar-free Jell-O and also sugar-free popsicles and like chicken broth too. But I have to get in at least 3 protein shakes a day and 64 ounces of water. Now when I first started this, I was like 5 protein shakes and I still wanted more. And I also have to stay between 700 and 900 calories and under 50 grams of carbs. So that first day I was like, that first 3 or 4 days, I was like 5 shakes and I was still hungry and I was cranky and crabby and just, well, now 9 days later, I'm to the point where I can barely get my 3 shakes down for the day. Like, it's ridiculous. But the reason I'm on a liquid diet is to shrink my liver so there's less of a chance of them nicking it when I'm in surgery. You can see all the dogs in here running around. Sorry. So, I mean, and it's also kind of to prepare me for what it's going to be like after surgery. I've been on the liquid diet. I'll be on the liquid diet for 2 weeks. Monday, which will be 2 days before surgery, I start a clear liquid diet. I can have chicken broth, or I can have broth, clear broth. I can have sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free Jell-O. That's about it. And I'll be on that until I have surgery. Well, until midnight the day before surgery. I can't have, and I'll be on a liquid diet the 2 days I'm in the hospital. Then I'll start a protein, I'll be on a clear liquid diet while I'm in the hospital. Then I'll do a liquid diet until the 23rd, which is my post-op appointment. And the 23rd is when I'll start taking my vitamins, and I'll switch to pureed food. I'll do that for a little bit, and then I'll switch to soft foods and slowly build myself up to regular foods. But she just answered any questions I had. I pretty much knew what to expect because I had done my research. I've watched videos on YouTube. I've read so many blogs, so many forums, like to the point where I was almost obsessed with it, not gonna lie. But it's just easier for me, I think, to be informed and know what you're going in, so you're not like blindsided. But what are you chewing? Okay. So I mean, it wasn't bad. She asked me if I had any questions, if I wanted to talk to Dr. Robert, you know, if I was okay to talking to her, and I was fine talking with her. But yeah, my liquid diet it was hard at first, I'm not gonna lie. You get cranky. Like, I went with Melissa to get food for her fiance, and we went inside Taco Bell instead of going through the drive-thru, and I had to sit there and smell everything, and it took longer than expected, and I was a cranky bitch until I had a protein shake afterwards. Like, frown on my face, didn't want to talk. I was cranky. And it was because, like, I didn't want the Taco Bell. I wasn't hungry. It was the fact that I could not have that Taco Bell that made me want it. But, I mean, other than that, I've been okay. I can watch people eat in front of me. It's no big deal. It doesn't bother me. You know, well, Alex bothered me once. But anyway, it really normally doesn't bother me when people eat in front of me. Because I have to get used to seeing people eat things that I want to eat that I'm not able to eat. So, it's, you know, I mean, it's just a part of the surgery, and it's part of the sacrifice that I have to make to be happy and healthy in the long run. So, that's where I am right now. Oh, pre-op testing. I did pre-op testing Wednesday, a week before my surgery, and I had to register for surgery, and I basically just signed a bunch of forms and filled out paperwork. My pre-op testing, they did blood work, they did an EKG, and a chest x-ray, which it took me longer to fill out the paperwork than it did to do all of the testing, so whatever. But I did that, and then Daddy and his wife are on their honeymoon this weekend, so I had to dog sit for them. So I just decided to stay with Daddy. I mean, he lives an hour away from the hospital, whereas I live 2.5 hours away, so he's going to take me to the hospital. I have to be there at 5:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, so that's going to be fun. But, you know, it's just, I'm kind of at the point where I'm ready. I'm excited. I haven't really gotten nervous at all. I'm just excited. And I think a lot of it too, the excitement has to do with the fact that I've lost so much weight beforehand. Like I said, I'll list all my weights and stuff down below. I started off, and I can't believe I'm actually about to tell people y'all this and put it on the internet for everybody to see, but whatever. I started off at 366 pounds, and that was in April 24th, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that was in March 9th for my pre-op appointment, or March 9th? I know it was, let's see. Yeah, March 9th, my pre-op appointment. I started out at 366 pounds, and today is July 13th, and I am down to 307 pounds. So I've lost, what, almost I've lost 59 pounds since March 9th, which is huge for me because I've never been able to lose weight and keep it off, which is obviously why I'm having the weight loss surgery. But my goal is to be under 300 pounds for surgery, and I really think I'm gonna hit that goal, which is huge for me because I haven't been under 300 pounds since beginning of 2007. Beginning of 2007, I weighed 301 pounds. So, it's huge for me. I've always been a big girl. It just blows my mind that I've lost so much weight, and if this is happening on a liquid diet, like I just can't wrap my mind around what's gonna happen with the surgery, and I'm excited and looking forward to it more than anything. And I think that's why I'm not nervous, like I said, because I've lost so much weight already and done so much hard work that this is only gonna make it better for me. And I'm just really super excited to do all this. I am planning on doing like little weekly vlogs like this or whatever. I'm having my surgery on Wednesday, so I think what I'm gonna do is every Wednesday do a weigh-in Wednesday, and I'll, talk about what the week's been like, tell you how much weight I've lost, struggles, setbacks, accomplishments, stuff like that. But I'm excited. I'm ready. It'll be nice to walk into a store and be able to find things that fit me. I won't have to order my clothes online. I won't have to pay extra money because I'm buying plus size clothes. It'll be nice to exercise and be able to run and just do cardio, like hardcore cardio and weights to, build muscle. And I'm just ready. I feel like I'm gonna it's like have a new life starting the 18th, and I kind of do. Everything is gonna be different. I'll be able to sit on the floor cross-legged. I'll be able to ride an airplane and not have to have a seatbelt extender. I'll be able to, sit in the back seat and not worry about if the seatbelt's gonna fit me or not. I'll be able to go to the movies and not have to raise the armrest, be able to sit in chairs with arms on them and just be able to ride rides and, go to the fair and ride rides, be able to walk around. Just, life will be so much easier. And weight loss surgery isn't this big magic thing. I'm not gonna drop the weight just like that. It's a tool to help me lose weight. I have to do all the hard work. It's just a tool. It's just the kick in the butt I need to jumpstart the weight loss. And if I don't eat right and take my vitamins and drink my water and do what I'm supposed to do, I will gain the weight back. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I'm just excited to be normal. Well, I'm not normal. We all know that. I'm just really weird. But just ready to live like a normal, healthy, skinny person. And to me, it's not about being skinny. It's about being healthy. Being skinny is just gonna be a bonus for me. I can't wait to look in the mirror and be like, hell yeah, I'm a skinny bitch, but that's just a perk to me. Being skinny is just a perk. It's being healthy. That's the main goal. And being able to have kids and, I'm 24 years old and I take blood pressure medicine. I've been taking it for 2 years now. There's no reason why I should take blood pressure medicine at 22 years old, So I'm just excited about everything. I can't wait. I'm sure I'll be nervous the morning of surgery. I do plan on vlogging as much as I can during surgery. Melissa said she would help if she's able to come. I don't know if she's going to be able to come because of her new job. But if she doesn't come, I'll get my mom to do it or something, or I'll do it. No big deal. But I am gonna try to vlog during surgery and all that. And I'll do a vlog the day I get home, and then, you know, I'll probably do them weekly after that. But I'm really excited to start this, well, yeah, start this journey. This has just kind of been like the warm-up, everything. Pre-op, I'm ready to be post-op and can start my journey for real. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything I left out, feel free to comment below and ask me. I'm more than happy to help out and answer in any way that I can. And if you're someone like me and you are thinking about having the surgery, the only thing I can say is do it. Like, the sooner you do it, the better. I'm so happy that I'm doing this now when I'm 24 rather than waiting until I'm like 36 or something, because it's just so much better to do it earlier. Like, the sooner you can do it, the better. And so I'm really happy. If you had any doubt in your mind about weight loss surgery, I really suggest you do your research and look into it and make up your mind whether or not you want to do it, because it's just, I don't know, it's very freeing almost to know that you're about to be rid of this body. Like, you're gonna shed all the weight and be healthy, and all the stigmas of being overweight and the judgments and the stares, and I don't know, I'm ready, I'm excited, and like I said, I'm excited to share this with everybody, and I hope that this can help somebody. You know, I'm not doing this in the hopes that it'll help somebody, but I do hope that if you're watching this and you're thinking about having the surgery, that, you know, I can help you make that decision whether or not you want to do it. Because to me, it's totally worth it. The sacrifice of not eating the foods I like and not being able to drink anything besides water and the liquid diet, it's all been worth it, because I'm gonna lose this weight and I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna be healthy and I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna have babies and I'm gonna be able to run around and chase my nephews, you know, and I'm gonna be able to go to church and sit cross-legged on the floor and play with my church babies and chase my kids around when I have them. And I'm just excited to start actually living. You know, I feel like I've been in this little bubble because I've been overweight, and that bubble's about to burst, and I'm about to like just, my eyes are going to be open to so much more. So I'm really excited, and I will see y'all guys in a couple of days. Like I said, I'm going to film while I'm in the hospital, and all the thoughts and prayers are appreciated. And I thank everyone who's been encouraging to me through this so far, everyone that's helped out and told me how good I've looked and have asked about how I'm doing and told me to stick with it. Like, it really truly means a lot to me. I might not say thank you. I feel like I don't say thank you enough for that, but it really is awesome to know that I have so much support, and my family has been awesome. Nana and Papa have gone above and beyond to help me, and I thank all of y'all. Anybody who's ever asked how I was doing, you know, gave me praise, have thought about me, prayed about me, any of that, I thank you seriously from the bottom of my heart, because I don't think if I had such a good support group, I don't think this would be as easy as it's been. So thank you, and I will see y'all in a couple of days when I'm having surgery in the hospital. Yay! Bye, guys.